Who was Diogenes, the man that walked into Plato's school of thought and presented a plucked chicken to him and said, "Behold, a man"? But really, though, who was Diogenes? Born in Sinope, a Greek colony on the Black Sea coast, around 412 or 404 BCE, Diogenes' early life was shrouded in mystery. Legends tell of his exile from Sinope for defacing currency. Defacing currency was unheard of at this time in history and foreshadowed his lifelong rebellion against societal norms. Rejecting the trappings of wealth and luxury, Diogenes chose to embrace poverty and simplicity, begging for alms in the streets and sleeping in a large ceramic jar, which became his symbolic home. Unconstrained by social etiquette or decorum, Diogenes ate, drank, and even relieved himself in public spaces, daring society to confront the raw truth of human nature. Perhaps his most famous act was that of holding a lantern in broad daylight, searching for an honest man. He did this because his belief was there was scarcity of genuine virtue. He believed the world was consumed by deceit and hypocrisy. It's been said Diogenes preferred the company of animals and fed street dogs, and that the man always seemed to have fleas, some of which might be exaggerated by others to discredit him, but may have been a historical account of the real man. Diogenes challenged important figures in history like Plato, who was world-renowned at the time. In one famous version of their exchange, Diogenes, holding a plucked chicken, approached Plato and declared, "Here is Plato's human." He was referring to Plato's definition of a human being as a featherless biped. By presenting the plucked chicken, Diogenes humorously challenged Plato's definition, highlighting the limitations of abstract philosophical concepts. According to historical accounts, Alexander, the young and ambitious Macedonian conqueror, heard about the renowned philosopher Diogenes during his conquest of Greece. Intrigued by Diogenes' reputation for living a simple and ascetic life, Alexander decided to seek him out. One day, Alexander found Diogenes in Corinth, where the philosopher was lounging in the sunlight, enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Instead of approaching Diogenes with grandiosity or imposing his royal presence, Alexander approached him with humility and curiosity. As the story goes, Alexander greeted Diogenes and asked if there was anything he could do for him, expecting Diogenes to request riches, power, or favors. However, Diogenes, unfazed by Alexander's status, replied simply, "Yes, stand out of my sunlight." This response is often interpreted as a display of Diogenes' disdain for authority and material wealth. Despite Alexander's offer of assistance, Diogenes remained committed to his principles of simplicity and self-sufficiency, valuing the freedom to bask in the sunlight over any material or symbolic gesture from a powerful ruler. Alexander, impressed by Diogenes' fearlessness and independence, is said to have remarked, "If I were not Alexander, I would wish to be Diogenes." This statement reflects Alexander's admiration for Diogenes' uncompromising commitment to his philosophical principles and his disregard for worldly comforts and conventions. Was Diogenes crazy? Was Diogenes just what people thought, a crazy old man? Or was Diogenes the only one pointing out the truth of human nature?